of the hundreds of blog posts and videos I've created, one of the very top, highest ranking ones involved a topic that suggested I was having marital issues, where my wife, Rika, would start asking questions like, oh, is she coming with us to dinner? Oh, I see you brought her. And the reality is that she was referring to my cell phone because my cell phone, was competing for my wife's attention. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we know that if we have a clear plan, anything becomes possible. And if you can have a clear plan, a clear process to create that plan, and a way to create clarity with your partner or spouse, you can drive to amazing heights. Now, what's the purpose? How on earth does this tag into business? Well, the reality is that we live in a very, very, very distracted world. And I think the number one gift we can give to anyone, including ourselves, is the gift of being ultra present in whatever we're choosing to do. So when I say this, I'm meaning, I think you can do more in 10 minutes of being eye-to-eye, genuinely present with someone than if you're constantly getting distracted, and that's the life we live in. Unfortunately, all the devices, which do help, there's benefits. Oh my God, I live out of I can work out of my silly hillbilly van. You know, it's awesome. What I can get away with now from technology is spectacular. But we seem to forget that all these damn devices have off buttons. Recently, Rika and I were in New York. We're scheduled to ring the bell with one of my teams. It was awesome. A wonderful, crazy experience. It went sideways, but it was spectacular. And we ended up going to a Michelin star restaurant. And over half the people in this restaurant are thumb scrolling, heads down, not looking at each other, not enjoying the experience, but looking at their phone. It was amazing, but I realized that used to be me. So one very simple thing to be present is, hey, if you're going out with your spouse, partner, whatever it is, now obviously if you have kids and things like that, you may have to keep a phone with you, but the rest of the time, leave the damn phone in the car. You can go an hour, you're not that important, and I don't care who you are, that you can't do that and be present with somebody for that hour. Now, I've had this also get challenged by some of the CEOs I coach. And like, dude, I'm pretty good at it. It's all right. I can multitask. And I had one CEO. I love working with this guy. Super present, really clear with what he is, but he was bouncing quite a bit. He wasn't buying into it. And we had the question. It's like, so tell me, how's it working? He's like, well, I got called out yesterday. Like, all right, good. Who called you out? It's like, my 6-year-old. It's like, tell me more. Like, yeah, I came home and I was sitting on the floor playing with her because I really want to be there and play with her. But I had my phone and I was sort of scrolling and I was looking at stuff. And she called me out and said, Daddy, why don't you just go away? This crushed this guy. It's like, why, honey? It's like, you like your phone better than me. Now, that's the kind of thing that is crushing but so telling, that helped him be ultra present and letting go and say, okay, you're right, honey. So now, like a lot of my CEOs, I encourage they either come home, put your phone in a box or in a drawer. Doesn't mean you can't check it, but if you have it on your hand, we are so trained, we are so Pavlovian to constantly be doing this. There's tests, or there's studies that show that kids doing institutional tests, standardized tests, if they can even see their phone, even if it's off, if they can see their phone, they score lower on the test. So like when I'm doing sessions where I'm working with people, I encourage that they actually put their phone away, put it in airplane mode and put it away. And then when we break, everybody checks it. But the intention with this is you can get a lot more. I think you can almost bend time if you're ultra present in what you're doing. But if you decide you're going to be half present half the time or all the time, and always distracted and always looking at things, and every time something vibrates or bings or goes off, you're reacting. And remember, primary objective is to transition from a reactive state to a proactive state. So hopefully you found some value with this. The blog that I wrote is below, but enjoy your time, be present, give that gift for yourself, for your spouse, for your kids, for your team, for anybody you work with. It's the greatest gift you can go. Keep smiling.